Nothing else will thicken your hair other than these things. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you what can thicken up your hair. I'm talking from experience because my hair was thick before, okay? And I'm just going to share with you what can actually thicken your hair, like when you use that thing consistently or when you do those things consistently. So the very first thing that you want to do when you are on your healthy hair journey, you need to deep condition. Did you hear me right? Now, deep conditioning, the deep conditioning I'm talking about is not just putting a plastic and then you think your hair is going to thicken up. No. You need to deep conditioning with indirect heat. I think I've actually done a video dedicated to that. Now, when my hair was thick like this, what I was doing back in those days, I was sitting under a hooded dryer every single week, deep conditioning my hair with indirect heat. So I would sit under the blow dryer, put on a plastic on my head, and then sit under a hooded dryer with my deep conditioner on and deep condition. And I'm telling you, that changed the hair game for me. So if you're not doing that, that's why maybe your hair is not thickening up. You need indirect heat. Now, let me just explain what happens when you put product on top of your hair, especially if you're low porosity hair. Even if you're normal porosity hair, you still need to deep condition your hair. Now, let's say you put a product right on your hair. What is happening when you put a product is going to coat your outer layer, the outer layer of your hair, right? But your hair has got an inner, it has got cortex, okay, inside the hair strand. So we're not just talking about the outside of the hair strand, we're talking about the inside. Now, the reason what makes the hair super thick, it's actually getting into the cortex of your hair. All right. So deep conditioning with heat, it helps the product you are putting on your hair to literally get inside the cortex to strengthen your hair from within. Do you understand? Yeah. So if you don't deep condition with heat, your cuticles are not going to open up as they would if you were sitting under a hooded dryer. So that is the very, very first thing that you must do if you want thicker hair growth. Sit under a hooded dryer. Now, there are so many dryers out there that you can use. There's actually a microwaveable cap that you can use. There's also a deep conditioning cap that you can actually connect to the blow dryer, and I'll put those things on the screen. You can also use that, or there's a stand-up blow dryer that you can sit under. So it's up to you. You guys, I'm telling you, when I was doing these things, my hair got thicker with no extra effort. It got thicker. You can see it. You can see it in the video. So that is the very first thing. Deep condition with indirect heat. Don't just put on a plastic and think that is going to do it. No, you need indirect heat. All right, that's the first one. The second thing that you want to do, try to explore with Ayurvedic herbs. I'm telling you guys, my hair was thin before because I used to flat iron my hair non-stop. My hair was literally damaged, and I did not do a big chop, like cut my hair off until it was short. I did not do that. I just went on to Ayurvedic herbs and I was using it on a consistent basis, like weekly basis. I was doing that on my hair and I was serious those days, and I'm still serious now. So Ayurvedic herbs will change your life. Now, the one thing that I see with people, they are not consistent. Once they start using this, they stop. They see another video on YouTube, they start using that one. It does not work. You actually need to be consistent with whatever I'm telling you. When we're talking about volume, use a particular herb and then continue using it. I'm actually going to be sharing with you herbs that can literally thicken each individual strand. So please keep on watching. If you're still watching, comment down below and say, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still watching till 5 minutes. Comment that down below, okay? so that I know that you're still watching. And also like the video if you're liking this, and also comment down below and let me know if you are deep conditioning or if you don't deep condition with indirect chow. It's so important. Now Ayurvedic herbs will literally change your hair. I'm telling you, your hair will never be the same again when you use Ayurvedic herbs. Now the first one that I would recommend is henna. Now I know that not most people loves henna. I used to do henna back then. I used to mix it up with aloe vera, and but you mustn't be using it consistently. Back then I was not using it consistently. Sometimes I'll use it maybe after every 2 months, but now I'm actually using it every week as a gloss. And I can tell you right now, my hair will be thicker than this. Okay, because henna, it actually gets into the individual strand to close up the gaps in your hair. So that is one of the herbs that you need to try and use. But henna is a little bit tricky because it can literally like dry out your hair very much, that it can actually cause setback. But I'm telling you, when you're talking about volume, use henna, child. Use henna and your hair will thicken up. The second herb that I would recommend, that I saw that it was working like crazy, it's amla. Now back then I was doing videos back to back using amla powder. Amla is actually scientifically proven to increase your hair on your scalp, like literally the hair that comes out of your scalp will increase by using amla. So if you have like visible scalp, when you use amla on a consistent basis, you will start to see that you know hair is more on your scalp, so you won't be able to see your scalp because you have more hair on your scalp. That's how powerful amla is. So try and include amla powder. It's very, very important. So try and use it, and also mix it with aloe vera powder, because these powders can be very, very like drying. So you need to know what you're doing when you're using Ayurvedic herbs. So back then, that's what I was using. And I'm telling you, your hair will get thicker and thicker if you are consistent. Don't try this thing and then you leave it, you go to the next one. Try and find herbs that you're going to be consistent with on a regular basis. Like if you're doing your hair every, let's say if you're doing your hair every once a week, use the amla every once a week. Okay, use the amla every once a week. Do it consistently. I'm telling you, your hair will get thicker, guys. I'm telling you. Now the other herb that will also thicken up your hair is fenugreek. Fenugreek is actually good because it can also be used as a protein treatment. You can actually use these powders in a tea, whereby you spray your scalp and your hair, and then you seal in the moisture using an oil or a leave-in conditioner first, and then seal it up with an oil. I'm telling you, your hair will never be the same again. My hair was thick, okay? And that's where I'm going to right now. That's where I'm going to. So if you do these things that I've just told you, your hair will grow, I'm telling you. Comment down below if you've watched till this time. Let me know if you have enjoyed watching this video. Are you going to include these things into your regimen? Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.